Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about time travel. Okay. Since we are going to dive into time travel and its paradoxes, I want all of you to just sit on a time travel, fasten up the seatbelt, and let's begin the exploration. Okay. So, first of all, let's start with the quote. Okay. Since all my videos start with a quote, so I was just quite thinking, what could be the most possible and a pleasing quote that I can bring to the table related to time travel. So, I found one. I actually, quite like it. So the quote goes like this: "Don't interact with anything because you might destroy yourself." Okay, let me show you. Let me explain you how. For example, today you saw that the weather was good, so you decided to go for a walk, and you find a quite beautiful young lady in a nice frock, and you suddenly got a crush on her. You just go on her and ask her like, "Who are you? Like, where are you from?" and all those stuff. Okay. At that time, you were not actually sure who was her, but you came to know, uh, when you were discussing about her with in your family or towards your parents, that she was actually your great grandmother who has actually traveled in future in order to know how his future family looks like. So this is a quite intriguing case. You can't take any chances about in this topic especially. Okay. So let's talk about paradoxes. Whenever we talk about time travel, there are types of time travel paradoxes. This time travel paradoxes is actually classified into two types. First is closed causal loops, and second is consistency paradox. They both are different from each other. So first, let's talk about closed causal loops. Okay, closed causal loops actually paradox that is inconsistent with history's timeline. Okay, examples are predestination paradox and the booster paradox, which involves self-existing time loop in which cause and effect run in repeating cycle. For example, if you travel past in time, you try to change something. Okay, that change will actually not happen or occur, or that change will not even exist because that change will itself become an event that will actually cause the future event to happen. So practically a waste of efforts. Second is consistency paradox. It is obviously inconsistent with history's timeline. It includes grandfather paradox, Hitler's paradox, Post-Shrinki's paradox. Okay, so this is okay. So for what is the meaning of paradox first? It is a statement with two or more parts that actually makes no sense. It's like it just doesn't make sense. So let's dive deep into these paradoxes. The first paradox is predestination paradox. I know most of you are familiar with the movie Predestination, 2014. Yes, I guess. So, what is actually predestination paradox? Predestination paradox occurs when the actions of a person traveling back in time become part of past events, and that will ultimately cause the event he is trying to prevent to take place. Okay? Let me simplify. An event one in past is actually influencing an event two in future, and that event two in future actually causing event one to happen in the first place. History is not altered; it is consistent with the history's timeline. Okay. For example, uh, for example, you, for example, your girlfriend. Let's take an example. Your girlfriend died in a car crash. So after few years of hard work, dedication, you decided time travel. You travel back in time to save her. Since you know that she is going to die, from a car accident, you try to, you know, run your car as fast as possible, just to stop her from dying. Okay? So eventually, there is a certain point is reached where the car actually reaches out of your control, and you eventually ending up smashing the car. When you get out of your car and that see to the car that you have smashed, you realize that car is a girlfriend's car. So the thing is, the event that you wanted to prevent is happened because of you only. So don't mess with time. Okay. There are very references. There are various references which you can use to learn more about predestination paradox and maybe even get a glimpse or feel of it. Time Machine 2002, Predestination 2014, 12 Monkey 1995, Time Crimes 2007. All these are movies, just go and check it out. They are worth watching. Okay. So second paradox is bootstrap paradox or ontological paradox. Okay, what is ontological paradox? Okay. Ontological paradox is a word made up of two different words, ontological and paradox. Ontological is a branch of philosophy that deals with the nature of being or existence. Okay. Ontological paradoxes imply that the future, present, and past are not defined. Thus, there is no point in finding the origin of anything. They just came. There is no origin. There is a loop, and a loop has no end. It's like a snake biting its own tail. So, what is a bootstrap paradox? Bootstrap paradox or ontological paradox is a type of paradox in which an object, person, or a piece of information sent back in time results in an infinite loop where the object has no discernible origin and exists without ever being created and without ever being created. Einstein's field equation allows probability for closed time loops, keep horns, acceptance of wormholes, and backward time travel. All these things are based on bootstrap paradoxes or ontological paradoxes. References, all of you might have seen the Netflix series called Dark. So let's move on to the third one, grandfather paradox. Grandfather paradox is a self-inconsistent solution to a timeline's history caused by traveling back in time. Let's say your grandfather created a cruel dynasty, yeah, and you want to kill your grandfather. So you decided to knock him before he met your grandmother. So in short, you want to delete your entire generation line. Then you travel back in time, trying to kill your grandfather. You put a revolver at his head, and suddenly when you actually pull the trigger, the gun goes off, click click click. The gun doesn't shoot. When you point on any other object, the gun shoots. That means you cannot kill your grandfather. No matter how hard you try, it may cause some scars, but eventually your grandfather is not going to die. Okay, this is one possibility. Okay, so when you actually holding a revolver towards your grandfather's head, so there were two possibilities. First possibility is the one I told you just now. The gun might not work, and the second is multiple. Okay, sorry for some delay. And the second one is multiple universe hypothesis. Okay, what if gun works in the first instance and your grandfather dies? You will be getting a new timeline. You will be getting a new history. You will be getting a parallel universe. Okay, but again, there are two possibilities. Anything can happen. I don't know. In the end, I'm also going to provide you with a book you can read if you're related interested more in about these paradoxes. Okay. The fourth one is twin paradox. Let's talk about twin paradox. Imagine one twin goes on a journey through space at a nearly light speed, while the other stays on Earth. When the traveling twin returns, they find their twin has aged much more. This highlights the weirdness of time dilation, where time can pass at different rates at different places. Okay. Let me simplify you. Yeah, let me simplify this for you. Okay, it's as simple as that. If you are traveling at the speed of light, consider this as a space-time sheet. This time sheet, and consider this pen as you. Okay? If you are traveling with the speed of light, what happens? The field around you actually bends. This is normal plane, straightforward space-time sheet, and this is bent. This space-time is the space-time bends around you. So for your twin who is actually 12 years old. You might be, maybe 80 to 90 years old, depends on how much fold this has occurred, how much space time has folded, how much the sheet of space time has folded. Okay, so this is the twist paradox. The last but not the least, the information paradox. Imagine you travel to the future and bring back information and lead to a scientific breakthrough. When the breakthrough happened, the information origin in the past or the future. This paradox challenges our understanding of causality, the cause of law and effect. Let me explain you in simple words. I took this pen. I went back to the era when the pen was not invented. I showed them this pen, and at that time, it was a great scientific breakthrough. Now the question is whether that pen was invented in future or in past. Who knows? What happened? Who knows? Nobody knows. That's actually the paradox, the information paradox. Okay, so the name of the book is Paradoxes of Time Travel. Just go and check it out. You will love it. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thank you very much. It's been a great day for me, and I hope for you as well. That's all from my side. Thank you very much. If you haven't liked and subscribed my channel, just go and do it right now. Bye bye.